Hey, hello everyone. It is Nurse Tanya from Awaken Wellness. I had some extra time today, so I thought I would just go ahead, do a live so I can have it as a recording later to share with clients, um, and just to get some news out, to get some information out. I've got exciting news. Here at Awaken Wellness, I'm in City, Montana. I do take personal one-on-one clients at the office here. I do some really cool biohacking. So we do ionic foot baths. I do IV drips with just vitamin IV or NAD or even stem cell. So it's just a small town atmosphere, but we do some really cool uptown stuff. Um, Something that I am adding into my practice, I have really been busy in the background studying how to use this thing and figuring out how it's going to fit into what I'm already doing, as well as how it's going to evolve into even something more. I think there's a lot more in the future for myself and you as a client or a potential client. We're just kind of at the tip of the iceberg. I have studied some muscle testing and I do some of that. I'm totally honest with anybody. I don't feel confident or proficient at that. So I don't have a mentor that I can sit one on one with. Everybody that I study under is far away and it's all, this internet study, which is amazing. It's awesome. And I'm glad to have that opportunity. But it just is a little bit hindering when you're trying to study different applications. So I had been thinking for a long, long time about investing in a bioenergy scan. And I did that just last month. So I've been hitting the books trying to figure out, like I say, how I'm going to implement it. This is what it looks like. I went with a Quest 4. So it's an energy scanner. The client holds the electrodes here, and then there are different ways that we can do it. I can actually take mail in. Well, I'll have a kit where you can mail in a DNA sample, either hair or saliva, and that'll sit on the kit, and we can do remote testing through your DNA. So that is super cool. This thing is going to give us so much insight and intuition. If you are not familiar with bioenergetic testing, I am just going to read this. So I think it's super hard to explain. Kind of like I don't really get how my cell phone works. And if I was going to try to give you an explanation of how I think it works, it would probably sound pretty weird, right? So this is just like a little bit of like verbiage to help explain this. So this Quest 4 system provides a completely non-invasive method for gaining valuable information about your innate intelligence and your energetic field. The primary objective of the evaluation is to disclose energetic imbalances and provide feedback that will assist in developing a program to support each physical and energetic system of the body. So that's just like a little explanation. So what it will never do, I still do not diagnose. I do not treat specific conditions. So like if we do an energy scan and your energy, your innate intelligence, whatever it tells us, it's not saying that that physical problem is there. We can always investigate further with lab tests if we want to see what direction the bioscan pushes us, and that can really help narrow down root causes and problems. So another really cool thing that this scan will do, I'm going to read off a couple of the different scans Like when we do, so number one, right now, this is just going to be included in your new patient consult, or if you're already a patient, it's going to be included in your follow-up. I'm not charging any extra for it or doing anything like that at this time because I kind of need you guys to help me gain some practice with this thing and to figure out how I can best serve you in bringing in this scan in this tool. So, and to start off with, we'll run three basic scans for information and looking for root causes. And then we'll kind of look towards supplements that can support what your energy is telling us the problem is. Another thing that I think is kind of going to be the most valuable that I will probably use this the most for is the emotional component of it. Um, as my practice has grown, the emotional end of healing is something that I have been really looking for a tool to help you with because I'm not a counselor and I can't do everything for every person. So, this tool is really going to help us identify the emotional part of your illness or your lack of wellness. There's always an emotional component. So, one of the scans that we can run with the Quest 4 is for emotional issues. And with the Quest 4, it is like super cool. It's not exactly a homeopathic imprint, but it's going to be similar. So when say take that emotional scan and whatever your innate energy is saying, the emotional um, deficiency is, there is a frequency that can match that and reharmonize it. And I can put a blank product or like a homeopathic product or even an herbal remedy, and we can put that on the Quest 4, and the machine will imprint it with frequencies that match your energetic needs. So it's almost like music is a frequency and you use a tuning fork, and that like that sound healing is all about retuning your cellular frequencies. So I'm super excited to be able to provide a imprinted supplement that my clients can take home that will help with that emotional support, will help retune and rebalance those emotions. And that is going to change from time to time, really like about every 3 weeks or so. We need to redo that and see what your body is ready for, because the whole goal is to make positive changes. So we have to keep growing and we have to keep evolving. Another super cool thing that we will be able to do that will really help right now, where I'm getting my mind wrapped around this, I really see it helping in the maintenance phase. So for the majority of my clients, we're doing that foundation of health. We're doing that cleaning up your garden spot and the getting balanced with your good and your bad bacteria, doing the parasite cleanse. And then it's always kind of like, well, where do you go after that? You know, like what do we do for maintenance? What does the body need? So again, this Quest 4, we can take the products, um, anything off the shelf, or you can even bring in products that you're using. And we put the product on, maybe if I back up, you can see it better. We put the product on the machine and then you hold it and it will scan you and the product, and it will tell us if that product is suited to your energetic harmonies, if that is a good fit for you, or if you could spend your dollars a little bit better somewhere else. So that is good. that alone, if that's all I use it for, is kind of an invaluable tool because I personally want to get the most bang for my buck. I want to be on supplements that I actually need, and I want my clients to be on supplements that they actually need. Another test that the machine can run, and again, it's energy. It's not diagnostic. It's not saying, it's not like a blood test, but it is a communication tool to communicate with your innate intelligence, to try to get back to what your body wants, to what your body needs. We can run food sensitivities. So there too, you just hold on to the scanner, it'll scan your energy and it'll give us a pretty nice list of things that your body does not appreciate. So, and that's ever changing as we heal, as our gut heals, as our body heals. So, even if we're really good about doing food sensitivities, having blood tests done, like that really needs to be done frequently in order for that to stay accurate because it changes. Your body is always changing. Um, there's a weight management scan, so you can do that scan, and the frequency will kind of tell you, even exercise-wise, like what your body is seeking for movement. I can't remember what mine said. I did that one on myself a while back, and I think it was wanted some weightlifting. So, like, it'll just tell you, what your energy is saying it needs to harmonize. So, when we heal, we want our body to be in harmony with, I guess, I'm not like a planet, you know, out there guru person. So even for me, like it's hard to get your mind around. But when you think about your innate intelligence or like that inner knowing or women's intuition or whatever, or when you pray, all of that is energy that goes out into the atmosphere, and it does not go out void. We just really we don't think about it. Just like the frequencies that make your cell phone work, the frequencies that make your radio work, totally unexplainable. I don't know how they work. I don't know how any of that works. Um, I don't know how quantum physics works, but do I believe it works? I absolutely do believe that it works. Um, what else can we pediatric, there's a pediatric comprehensive analysis is so nice, for those little guys that can't tell us how they feel. Um, it can just really help communicate. It is an absolutely a awesome communication tool. Um, then I'm going to use it to help give you some advice, but you are going to decide where to go from there. It is absolutely just information so we can put some things together. It can scan for complementary therapies, and that just in a basic scan, like that really comes up to like spinal misalignment and things like that. Those energy signatures will come up and will say, like a chiropractic adjustment could really be in your benefit. Yeah, it just scans. What else was I thinking might be interesting? So, and I definitely can use this, if somebody just walks in during my open hours off the streets with a bag of supplements and they just want to scan them to see how they scan. Like we can totally do that. That is why I reserve those open hours. So you wouldn't need an appointment, you wouldn't need a new client consultation or anything like that. You could just walk in during open hours, and it doesn't matter what supplements you're using. We can just totally scan them to see if they are harmonizing. If you're, and the scan too, when you scan them, it will say like, yeah, your body likes this pill and it wants 6 of them a day, or your body doesn't like that pill. Or if it's drops, it'll say, yeah, your body likes this and it wants 3 drops a day. So it gets, like, pretty specific. Then you have to use your common sense or, I will put some deductive reasoning in it, like, I had a 10-year-old that was in and we're looking to kind of get his maintenance established and for the biotic, the CT biotic, he had not been on that yet, and when we scanned that his body really liked that and it said that he wanted 6 of them. Well, common sense, use some common sense. I'm not going to ask a 6-year-old to take 6 of those, but it lets me know that his body was really appreciating the ingredients in that probiotic. What else can we scan? You name it, we can scan it. And my other computer over here, I just can't multitask. It's not doing what I want it to. Must be asleep or locked up. But I won't stay on too long. I just wanted to get this information out there and I have started using it a little bit on some of my tried and true clients. They're letting me kind of experiment and play around a little bit. So, like I say, there's a huge learning curve to it. I'm kind of already doing what I'm doing, and for me, I really want that emotional component. So I have an extra tool for you guys, to help with that emotional area. Let's see, I wasn't paying attention. It looks like that somebody jumped on at some point. Yeah. So, if you have any questions or if you'd like to give this a try, I'll keep posting about it as I get more things straightened out and discovered and learned. Um, that emotion code whole thing, if you're familiar with the emotion code, if you'd like to come in and you'd like to scan any of your products, I am totally open to that. If you go on my website, my business hours are posted. So the open door hours, you can just come in during those hours. And I might be busy. You might be kind of taking your chances and you might have to wait around or whatever. We'll just see how it goes. Sometimes I've got IV drips going or foot bath going, or so it's not going to be a private conversation. Just be aware of that if you do come in during those open hours. If you want to make an appointment, and do things more privately, we can totally do that as well. So, yeah. Yes, Julie, there is a nice certification that comes with my machine. Yeah. Yeah. So, super, super exciting. Give me a call, hit me up, let me know where you're at with things. If you're already on my client list and you want to do that emotional scan, or you want to do the weight loss scan, or whatever, just get a hold of me and we'll set a little time aside and we will get that done.